A lot of people couldn't handle that freedom of having their own place to go to all the time and create. And a lot of them had that attitude of just fuck it, I don't care. And which I know I had that attitude during high school too, but there's lots of stuff I cared about, and TCP was definitely one of them.
We started TCP back in 2008, and originally myself and Jimmy Ray found it on, we were just like looking for new spots to go and skating, because North Tonawanda isn't really well known for having decent skate spots.
Pretty much ever since then, we started going there every day after school, cleaning it up, making it what it was, building ramps, putting rails in, or anything. And after a while, it started spreading around. Word got out. Next thing we know, it was a big thing. Everybody wanted to come, everybody wanted to skate. Didn't matter who you were or how good you were. Just came, skated, have a good time.
Basically, that's where I kind of learned how to skateboard more so I don't really know if I contributed too much. I helped build a couple ramps and some BS stuff, but otherwise I was just kind of there for my personality and trying to good looks.
You know, when I went there, I started to help build, and it kind of became a spot to skate, because I'd always get kicked out of other spots in NT, like churches, banks, etc. So it was really just a place to go to, you know, be free and actually be able to skateboard legally.
Because like I remember like kids would just go there just to watch like us skateboard, because at first there wasn't really that many like kids skateboarding. And then we'd usually get like a crowd and they just watch, and then maybe like the next day they'd bring a skateboard and just try it out. So it's pretty cool.
Half the time we were there, we either built something or we had a barbecue or messed around, just had a good time. And that brought even more people there that didn't even skate, they just wanted to hang out.
And ironically, the majority of people that went there weren't even skateboarders. A lot of people just came there to hang out, which is cool. I mean, that's awesome. Like, people would want to come and hang out there, but I mean, it would cause a lot of problems, like too many people just hanging out in that place at once. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on with like drugs, and people were drinking. So, I mean, Sportsplex would obviously see that as a problem, but
It didn't stop anybody. Anytime something got broken or destroyed by someone just walking by, the next day we'd go there, find it broken, just make another thing or rebuild that one. It just was the only thing we had to do. We owned that place, and you know, we didn't have anybody tell us that we couldn't do it, so we did.
For me, it's always the kind of idea of the do-it-yourself kind of mentality, and I love that, and that's what I loved about it the most, I think. was the fact that, you know, nothing was built for us. Everything that was built for us wasn't good to skate at, so we just made our own. And even people who didn't skateboard kind of realized, like, oh, that's really cool that they got up off their asses and did something about it. And the kids who did skateboard say, that's a really cool idea, let's go check it out.
It was just a friendly aspect. It was so fun, you know. Hey, if you weren't good at skating, you know, help build them the hut, you know. I mean, every day we had something fun to do, you know. I mean, the one day we brought in a trampoline and just people helped out, you know. Hey, let's put a trampoline in the corner. Not even thinking about the consequences or what the heck we were doing. We just said, you know, let's get a trampoline in here. And it was just funny. And I think the whole aspect of being a kid, you know, just people want to stay in that, and that's what TCP, those four fences really just held in the essence of childhood. And that's what people want to stay like.
I miss it, Lord. These blood red eyes don't see so good, but
It was pretty cool, like, just recording all your friends and seeing them skate and shit, so.
It was kind of cool because, again, we were all pretty young, and the whole idea that you had a website built up, and, you know, once in a while there'd be a little, like, 2-minute video and you'd be in it on the website, which was really not that impressive looking back on it now, but being 14, it was really cool.
Well, the fact that we like broadcasted it so much and did so much there, I think it definitely spread it around and kept it going. I mean, even now, we haven't been there in years, and I still see stuff, either whether it's on Facebook or something on a picture, you see a little TCP card in the corner. I saw some girl walking around with a shirt on. I don't even know how she got one. I never made it. But everybody that we knew that knew about it, they still remember it and remember how much fun times everyone had there and how great it was. Just everyone just had a good time.
You know, you go there and every day you wanted to just keep getting better. You just got this feeling when you were there. He said, hey, you know, I just kick-flipped a makeshift 3 set that we made, you know, and maybe the next day you're saying, maybe I can backside flip it. Maybe, you know, give me a week. But, you know, you always had your friends positively influencing you to try to keep getting better at skateboarding. And that was the whole fun part of it, you know. It wasn't stressful trying to get better at skateboarding. It was something enjoyable that you had a lot of fun doing.
Might be our last time.
Yeah, we hit last montage. Closing montage.
So we're getting into the park. Little do you know.
It was a series of events. I mean, it was just constant breaking stuff, and then another fire was started, or I don't know how exactly, but it was a bigger one, and the actual fire department was called for this one, which in the end ruined the whole experience at TCP.
The fire happened in like late March, and it was like a week. They gave us like a week to get our stuff out, and for that week we didn't even really see TCP closing as like an option, I guess. Like it wasn't even. It just didn't seem like it was happening because they weren't really doing anything. But they said that they gave us like a date by like that Saturday or Friday afternoon. That if we didn't have our stuff out of there, they were just going to take it out and just put it on the side for like trash people to come get it.
and somewhere in my sorry state, the lightning struck that old lion gate. It's true.
I met, like, so many new people. Like, I learned so much different stuff there, but I'm definitely happy it happened.
Like, having moved away, and I think it's really cool. It's something I can think back on and say, yeah, that's what I think of when I think home. I think No Tonawanda, and I think about TCP.
On the outside, TCP was just like some shitty skate park that we'd built ourselves, but I think in all reality, it became like a huge family to all of us.
I made so much friends just being at TCP. Lots of people I never would have met if I didn't go there. And that sticks with you every time. I mean, even if you don't skate as much anymore or not at all anymore, you still see them around and you remember those times.
I really miss it, you know. I had some of the best friends, the greatest times there, you know, and I'll never forget it. It'll be with me for the rest of my life, and it was just one of the greatest places I've ever created, ever hung out, you know. Just, I'm so like blessed that TCP could have happened for me.
I'll be a blackbird, darling, hanging on the old telephone wire. Flap my wings, darling, and set your heart. You see 'em out your window. Take a step before running. Take a breath now before you die. When you work the streets, darling, make sure your sneaker laces, they get tied. I'll be a blackbird, darling, hanging on the old telephone wire.